This is called I Believe in Angels. I don't believe in angels. I'm as practical as salt. I believe the earth is round from which humans did evolve, and then my sister got cancer and they told me before I went to work. So I drove in the morning through the cold and in the dark to teach drama to 8-year-olds. Can you imagine how we use magic to slay an evil dragon? Miss, we could shoot it with our radar gun or a chemical blast. Well, that's all very well, kids. But it might grow bloody back. Then an angel came out of the wings. We didn't recognise her, singing ring-a-ding-ding where the lows and the highs are. She said, I'm here to teach music to 8-year-olds. Can you imagine how we use our voice as one, like a choir up in heaven? Oh, we didn't speak again to the end of the play about angels and dragons, but contemporary, about good versus evil, David and Goliath, and good always wins, right? Right? Or am I being blindly biased? She wore this long white frock, completely overdressed, but she was off to conduct orchestra next somewhere near Loch Ness, but she took my hand, a stranger's hand, and wished me all the best. Could they offer up the mass for the dark mass beneath my sister's breast? I said, no, I don't believe in angels. I'm as practical as salt. I believe the earth is round from which humans did evolve. I believe in medicine and medical convention. I believe in chemicals and early intervention. But, she said, your sister was named after an angel, Saint Bernadette, who dug in the ground until she found it wet. She believed the apparition when all around her doubted, and she dug till her hands were bleeding and the earth beneath her sprouted. She believed in the power of positive thought. She believed in the bold believing. And they crawled and they walked through the cold and the dark, the old, the blind and the bleeding. And they came from countries far flung and wide. They came with their hope and their dying. And they swam and they drank on the spring, on the bank, for the chance. And some died trying. I mean, is that it? Do I go back to God and hope? I burn my bridge to church and pope. I set alight my dark nights of Sister Mary. Screw you and your whipping rope. But then a 2-hour operation turned to 3, 4, 5 and 6, and I was on my knees. 7, 8, 9 and 10, and that angel, she appeared again. She wore this long white coat. Her face was overstressed, but she wanted to catch me at the end of her shift. And she took my hand, an angel's hand, and she whispered, time to rest. We've taken the mass, the dark mass, beneath your sister's breast. I mean, is that it? Is that the answer? Divine intervention flows through man so we can understand her. You just took the cancer? She told me before I went to work. So I drove in the morning through the cold and in the dark to teach drama to 8-year-olds. Can you imagine how we use magic to slay an evil dragon?